For centuries, the roar of the crowd drowned out the sound of dying men. Tens of thousands of voices screaming for blood. Not justice. Not honor. But death. This was entertainment in ancient Rome. And the gladiator games were far more horrifying than movies ever show. The games took place in massive arenas like the Colosseum, where up to 50,000 spectators gathered under the burning sun. They came to watch men fight, suffer, and die. Gladiators were not heroes. Most were slaves, prisoners of war, or criminals forced into combat. They were trained like animals, branded, beaten, and prepared for one purpose only: to kill, or be killed. Each fight was brutal. Steel met flesh, bones shattered. Blood soaked the sand. Some gladiators fought with swords and shields. Others faced nets, tridents, or daggers. Many were sent into the arena poorly armed, while their opponent had every advantage. And escape was impossible. But the true horror wasn't just the fighting. It was the crowd. Spectators cheered louder when blood spilled. They mocked wounded fighters. And when a gladiator fell, the crowd decided his fate. Thumbs up meant life. Thumbs down meant death. If the audience wanted more blood, the wounded man was forced to kneel and receive the final blow. Sometimes, gladiators didn't even fight humans. They faced wild animals. Lions, tigers, bears, often starved to make them more aggressive. Men were torn apart alive, while the crowd applauded. Death became a performance. Yet the games grew even crueler. Public executions were added to the shows. Criminals were burned, mutilated, or fed to beasts. Not as punishment, but as entertainment. Entire festivals lasted for days. Thousands died, just to keep the crowd satisfied. And the worst part, Rome knew exactly what it was doing. The games were used to control the population, to distract the poor, to glorify violence, and to remind everyone who held power. Bread and circuses, food to survive, blood to entertain. Eventually, the empire collapsed. The arenas fell silent, and the games ended, but the echoes remain, because the gladiator games reveal something disturbing: how easily suffering becomes spectacle when humanity is forgotten. So here's the question: were the gladiators monsters, or victims of a society addicted to violence? Tell me what you think in the comments. And if you want more dark, forgotten truths from history, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for the next story.